So what does it take to live your dreams? What does it take? What does it really take? Look, all it takes is a choice. You just got to choose, man. You got to choose that you're not going to live mediocre. You're going to choose that you're going to achieve your highest potential. You're going to choose that you achieve your highest level of success, your highest level of health, your best relationships. Those are choices you have to make. You have to make those choices. And then you have to, you have to share those choices with people too. You have to really, you really have to embody those choices. Because if you don't, then they're not really choices, they're obligations. And the difference between a choice and an obligation is something that you feel you have to do, or you feel like, I feel I have to be successful, so that's why I'm going to do something, right? That's not a choice. That's not a choice. That's not choosing something. But if you choose something, that's out of the core of empowerment. You're empowered at your core to do something. You're empowered at your core to be responsible for something. And if you can make choices that are aligned with who you really want to be and what you really want to do, then you have nothing but full empowerment. You are completely empowered to achieve anything that you want in life. I'm telling you, you can achieve absolutely anything. You can achieve anything. You can do anything. It's your choice. It's absolutely your choice. Why haven't you achieved perfect health? Why haven't you achieved, financial freedom? Why haven't you achieved success in your relationships? Those are all things that everyone's striving to improve upon, but a lot of people never get out of the cycles. There's a lot of vicious cycles that people get trapped into, and a lot of them are created in the mind. They're created in the world of imagination, because people interpret things, they interpret experiences, and they think about life in a certain way. And so a lot of it comes down to your attitude, and then the will that you express upon the world beside your choices, the choices that you make. You make certain choices. Those choices are going to have an impact on what you do every day. So if you choose certain things, you're going to get certain results in congruent response to those choices. Those choices will they'll give back exactly what you're asking for. So if you're choosing success, if you're choosing wealth, if you're choosing freedom, if you're choosing good relationships, that is going to come to you. You're going to magnetize yourself to bring that into your existence. Why do so many people have the opposite? Because they think the wrong way. They think the wrong things. I'm telling you, your choice is the result of choosing to think a certain way. That's all a choice is. That's it. A choice is nothing but choosing to think a certain way. It's choosing to do something based on a way of thinking, right? You're making a choice based on a thought. You don't know if it's a right choice. If you look at really successful executives, they have to make business decisions all day. They don't know if it's the right choice. You never know if your choices are right. But in essence, you'll find that you can make good choices by exercising the choice. It's just make the choice, right? Just do it. If it's a mistake, you'll know. Okay? And if it is, there's nothing you can do about it, and you learn and you move on, right? But most of the time you end up making good choices if you're coming from an authentic space of wanting to improve, or if you're coming from an empowered space of alignment, if you're aligned with yourself, if you're aligned with your true self, your goals, your mastery of mind, if you're aligned with those things, then you have really nothing to stop you from making good choices. And so you can choose every day. All you got to do is choose to be successful, okay? Because it's nothing but a state of being. It's nothing but a state of mind, okay? Everything in this world arises first in the mind. So if you look at anything anyone's ever created, ever, in the history of humankind, whether it's a piece of architecture, a business, a piece of music, an idea, a car, these things all originated first in somebody's mind. So everything exists and arises first in somebody's mind. And so there's an aspect of creativity that you have to tap into. You have to tap into the creative mind in order to generate certain thoughts, and in order to generate certain mindsets, a certain way of being that makes you open to creating new opportunities. It opens you to creating and being open to receive new ideas and new experiences. And so when you choose to be successful, when you choose to live the life of your dreams, you're choosing to be in a state of mind that's congruent with what you want. And if you can't align yourself with that congruency, if you can't get congruently aligned with the world that you want to live in, and the experiences that you want to experience, and the life that you want to live, if you can't get aligned with it now, then you'll never have it. You'll never have it. You have to get aligned emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You have to get aligned with it now, because now is all that there ever is. And so what it comes down to is a form of training. You're training yourself. You're training your mind. You're training your body to be in this state where you're open to these experiences that come to you. These experiences of success will come to you. The networks, the connections, everything you need will come to you. But you have to step out in faith. You have to step out in faith first. And when you do that, everything will come together for you. Everything will start to happen in your favor. And you'll actually hold back from making decisions that will result in mistakes, because you'll know when they're not right. You'll know when things aren't right. And then, everything that occurs ultimately is coming from you. I mean, you're driving all your experiences. You're driving, through that empowered alignment, you're driving what you're going to experience in your day-to-day life, in your long-term plans. Those are all going to come to fruition through being consistent and persistent. So have that persistence, be consistent in who you say you are, who you say you want to be, and what you say you want to create. The more consistency you have, the more you start to create consistent results. So again, that's how you start. It's, again, get started. Just get started. Just make the choice and get started, and change your mindset. Even if you got a bad mindset, if you're in a bad situation, if you're negative, if you're upset, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, again, nobody cares. The world doesn't care. If that's what you want, if that's how you want to feel, then that's what's going to come to you, right? So you have to be consistently aligned with the right mindset, with the with the choice or the result of choosing to be successful, to have something specific, to have the good health. And we can, and a lot of times what was I was thinking earlier, why some people don't achieve it, because they don't know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, that's okay. You just know, you have to know that you don't know, and seek the information, seek the knowledge. Now, you can find all sorts of information. And I think health is one of those things where it's really difficult, because there's so much conflicting information. There's so much. How does, someone who's struggling for a long time to maybe reset their health, I would suggest you look into fasting, water fasting, because, and, raw organic fruits and vegetables, as the core of your diet while you reset and figure out what's going on. Because, there is a lot of information, and a lot of times it can conflict, a lot of times it can create a lot of confusion, and I understand, because I've been there. There's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of unknown information, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of unknowns. How do I make money? How do I make more money? Well, and that's really what you'd have to dig through a lot of information to find what works for you, because the answer is different for everybody. Finances and health and all these different aspects of life, they're all individual. Everything is individualized. So the first thing you have to do is make a choice. Make that choice to live your dreams. Make the choice to be successful, and then you will be successful. Okay? And from there, you can create what you want. You can create the wealth. You can create the relationships. You can create the finances. You can create the health. Okay? But it starts with the choice. And from the choice generates an alignment with your mindset and who you are on a day-to-day basis. So it's training. You're training yourself to receive what you say you want. Have a great day. I hope this helped.